Hey, what's up guys? The ranked 141 player in the world is running a toxic balloon deck that feels unstoppable. By dropping Baby Dragon in the back, opponents often will drop anti-air responses. If they cycle Archer Queen, Hunter, or Musketeer and are relying on that for their balloon response, they're screwed. Opponents simply won't be able to cycle 4 cards to get back to their ranged anti-air answer. Or if they do, they won't have enough elixir to afford it. So you'll be able to fly through with Lumberjack Balloon on the other side and collect the free win. And if you can't cheese fast wins, you can soak up an absurd amount of damage with the Evolved Knight and win in the late game. With Sir SpongeBob protecting your balloon in the front, Electric Spirit and Baby Dragon keeping you safe from bats and minions, Lumberjack Rage making your push move faster while Freeze slows down opponents, balloon pushes usually break through. But when you don't, Evolved Bomber Tornado can collect the wins when you can. It's time to use our Baby Dragon as bait so our opponents can't escape the L fate while we assert dominance. And big balloon love to everyone that's supporting the channel with credit code SirTag. Pathetic? Wait, that is not how you spell pathetic. Oh my goodness. He's insulting me, but he's insulting me with words that I don't even understand. You know what? I do have a good card cycle here. If I can just shift my way to the tornado in time and the Hog Rider has enough health, yes. I didn't know if the Electric Spirit and the Bomber would cook me, but it worked out wonderfully. Also, I've identified that this guy tried to distract me with the emotes. He dropped the double thumbs up. I was looking at that. It was about to be a thumbs down moment if the bandit dashed at me. Oh my gosh. Calm down with it, my guy. Well, 100% those are locking on my tower. I can't respond to those in time. We were too locked in on the mini P.E.K.K.A. and we got pecked down by the wall breakers. What a weird deck. Sometimes you just match into people randomly spamming things at mid ladder and you're just like, how? Why? What are you doing? What is going through your brain right now as you drop every card at the river? Anyway, I definitely do want to tornado this together so we are able to spring together a decent defense against that XE. Ah, man, it's a tough battle playing against opponents that have execution or tornado. Because if you drop anything near your tower, you're dead. The good thing is I have a tornado capability of my own on offense with the Evil Bomber. But yeah, I've noticed a trend. The bro likes dropping the double thumbs up as he drops units at the bridge. It is his tactic. So I do want to kind of not respond to the bomber since we have King Tower activated and we're going to be up elixir if I ignore that, and I can maybe spam a Lumberjack balloon here. It is risky, but we're going to test it for science. Bro is always double thumbs up and what? You know what? I think I'm kind of okay with this if I can hit a solid freeze. Last possible second. His body wasn't braced for that. I'm not going to double thumbs up, but I'm going to do it in real life. You guys know. You get the message. He understands the assignment as well. Okay, wait. If I go Knight and then I go Bomber, we might be able to spring together a defense here with the Knight tanking for everything and having the Evolved Bomber kind of just put in work. All right, so I'm going to drop my Lumberjack off to the side because I don't want the wall breakers to damage it. I'm also going to freeze, and this is real cheese because I don't even know if he's able to replenish enough damage per second left. Nah, he was able to finish off the Bomber. Okay, we're able to easily tornado here. The only downside is the wall breakers. Ah, that's gonna hurt. Oh my goodness. Wait. The Bomber cleaned it up. We're still alive. We just need to not take a dive to this bandit. Bro is 100% gonna go and spam 2 win conditions in my face. If I go for a balloon at the bridge, I don't think his Executioner is going to kill it in time. I just have to be dialed in on defense for the last couple seconds as he goes in for Wallbreaker's Hog Rider. Wait. He's trying to defend. I don't think he's going to get it. I think the balloon gets a tower hit. He should be dead, my dudes. With 2 seconds remaining, we're going to walk away with a win. That was the closest victory ever. Because you already know. Hog Rider plus Wallbreakers, double win conditions in my face. When I use my freeze on offense, it was a Hail Mary. I was 100% not able to defend left side. The reliable thing about this deck is whenever you want to defend, just use the freeze on defense and you got it covered. But one bad balloon freeze and your elixir bank is broke and your tower will get popped. All right, we're flying on to the next one against Mr. Moto. So strat here is whenever we see Cannoneer, we're cowering in fear. We don't want to be playing against that thing because it damages down our Lumberjack, our Knight, and our Baby Dragon so freaking fast. One of the upsides of playing this deck is when you're running flying cards that fly overhead, opponents will drop their Musketeers, their Archer Queens, whatever it may be on those often. So hopefully we can get him to go and cycle anti-air responses on our Baby Dragon, and then he won't have them in sight for our balloon. That's what we're aiming for right now. He's also going to be 1 card away from his mortar again, so really want to see him cycle something like, you know, Tornado on this Baby Dragon. I kind of doubt it, but there's a chance. But Tornado the bats together and then kill the Skeleton King comfortably with our Baby Dragon. And I don't know. I think this might be an okay strat because his bats are out of cycle. He has to mortar this. Oh, he's going to go in for, yeah, he's going to go mortar and Goblin Gang. Spent a lot of elixir with that. Also, getting a Goblin Gang out of cycle feels nice because now we can maybe use Lumberjack to our advantage without it getting kited near as much. So, I want to slime him. And our strategy here is to cycle the Knight in the back because we want to get to the evolution. Just a bit better to cycle evolution cards compared to cards that are not evolved. You're just going to get more value, more positive elixir trades. So I could cycle Lumberjack, but, you know, kind of waiting to cycle that with my balloon. Also, always getting ready with Electric Spirit, not just because your Cannoneer needs it, but it's great with balloon when your opponent has to use bats. So I believe what he's going to do right now is he's going to use bats on this Lumberjack balloon, and I'm going to get away with an Electric Spirit for a really cheap and easy trade. Look at that. I make the prediction, I clean it up, and that's what's up. That's exactly where we want to be, baby. I should be able to get a Knight down too, so then the mortar locks onto that. Cannon cart isn't going to be able to break through me, but I also don't get to break through either. As I said before, I think playing against the Cannoneer is going to be our kind of doomsday. It's the worst possible thing for me to play into. Even making predictions into bats like that with the Electric Spirit wasn't enough. But we do have Evolved Bomber, so maybe that will work out in our favor. I kind of want to use the Evolved Bomber on top of the Ice Wizard, because the Ice Wizard's going to have a lot of health, and then the Bomber should get the hits like twice on the tower. At least, right? Yes, sir! We are back in business. We're not winning the match right now, but it feels pretty darn good. So we're going to go in for a Knight and a balloon here. And I don't think that's going to be near enough to take the tower or anything, but it's going to command some respect. Put some respect on my name. I could Tornado as well on the bats. It's not going to kill them. But maybe we're going to be able to use Baby Dragon and some other stuff afterward. We're going to Lumberjack. We're going to use Electric Spirit. And it is going to be really sketchy. But we are going to be able to kill the bats one by one. One by one. They all fall in our favor. The bats will fall, and so will the Ice Wizard. The mortar is going to be a problem, and I also have to kind of go Baby Dragon on those. The good thing is he's randomly dropping a cannon card at the bridge, and I had to like ignore the mortar anyway because I didn't have enough elixir, so I'm just kind of given the situation that I have, and I have to make it work. The upside is I do have a pretty decent spot if he doesn't have mortar in cycle like he doesn't right now. If he goes Goblin Gang, we're able to kill that with the Bomber. And then I have Freeze, so I'm going to go and roll with that and see what happens. I'm going to Baby Dragon in preparation, and I definitely want to go and kill those bats. I can also Freeze with the balloon. I just don't think it's going to get damage. It's going to be pretty darn close, but it's not going to get damage. I'm going to go for Lumberjack as well, and we can maybe go in for a Knight if we're feeling really adventurous. We've got a lot of stuff rolling at him. I think we can go Evil Bomber. You know what? Cannoneer fire is too slow. He's going to get cooked by the Bomber. Look at that thing go. Look at me roar. Yo, I'm going to Freeze with the Knight. Y'all say Knight isn't a win condition. Oh, wait, I missed the Freeze. Knight doubly cooked. He's like, Jake, I want to be frozen because I got ice in my veins. I'm going to take the tower all by myself. I don't need Freeze. I don't need you to even do anything. I am the one-man army. The Knight was a mountain of a man, kissing our opponent's tower goodnight. Let's lock it up against a Hog Rider player, or at least that's what I'm assuming when I see the banner. Force United. What are you going to unite against me, man? At least we can kill that. Oh, no, 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 no. Not good to match into a Lumberjack right into a Goblin Barrel. I would love, love, love to NATO that. I didn't have the right card cycle. Looking kind of cooked right now, guys. If I go Baby Dragon, we could force out a Inferno Dragon, a Princess, a Dark Goblin, and then figure out 100% if he's running a Mega Knight version or if he's just running like a standard version. Because at mid-ladder, they always have Mega Knight, so I just don't trust it. I'm going to go Bomber in the back, and I'm going to activate King Tower this time, so that's always going to be nice to see. Even with the Bomber, we still get the King activation, and I can Knight on the Princess so it doesn't hurt my feelings too much. I'm going to get one hit on my tower, but not two. We can Electric Spirit to pull back the Knight so it doesn't deal more than that. And should be good. I don't think it gets a last hit because we have the King Tower activated. So we've identified that he is going to be playing Logbait with Princess. Going to be more of a standard control-oriented version. And I kind of want to bait out a Dark Goblin on the left side if he's going to have it against this Baby Dragon. Sometimes they'll do it, sometimes they won't. And he's just going to go with Princess. So might not have either the version I was thinking. But I can still Tornado it together so it's going to die, please. Oh, that's a weird interaction. So Baby Dragon plus NATO takes 2 shots to now kill the Princess when it used to be 1. I guess a lot of interactions like that have changed after the NATO nerf. NATO's still strong, don't get me wrong. It is good when you're playing with like Evo Bomber to counter the Goblin Barrels, but it's still not like the best thing in the world to match into. So I'm going to go for the Electric Spirit and the Knight and drop everything on the left side because I need to kill the fake Goblin Barrel. The real Goblin Barrel wasn't as scary because it's going to get one shot anyway. So I'm surprised that he didn't go real Goblin Barrel left side. Maybe he didn't know that I have 0 small spell that can kill a Goblin Barrel. I'm in danger. All right, if we bomber, we can get a couple shots on the tower here. Maybe we'll get him to freak out and drop a log and then a Goblin Gang. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yo, the bomber's still alive? We're going to freeze here as well, and then the bomber might cook on the tower. Lumberjack is overpowering him. Let's freaking go. Who needs a balloon win condition when you got the overpowered Evolved Bomber and the regular freaking Knight and Lumberjacks? All right, I'm going to Electric Spirit plus Bomber. Should be able to kill all of those goblins without any damage whatsoever. So if you guys activate King Tower like I did earlier and do that with the Electric Spirit and Bomber and the Cannoneer, you can comfortably kill Goblin Barrel without using a single small spell. You don't even need a Bar Barrel or a Log in this instance. So good to see that. Refreshing to see that, actually. So I wonder if the Lumberjack can get a little bit of love because then we'll win the game. I think the Lumberjack just needs to kill the princess. No, he's stacking up princesses on me. This sucks, man, because now we're not able to freeze. If that princess died, it would be an entirely different story. It's okay. It's just not great for me today. I have to wait for one princess to lock. Then I can use the Electro Spirit to make it retarget. And I think we're dead. I think I just lose. I have to use the Evolved Knight and Balloon, but I don't know, guys. I can't win every game I play. This guy seems like he's got me cooked on the left side. I'm going to have to use Evo Bomber on defense. Wait, the baby dragon! Oh, the baby dragon pushed the balloon towards the tower. There's no way. He's going to rock it, but I still am in this game. I'm still in this game. I got to go like baby dragon on offense using the Lumberjack. I don't know. We've kind of found our way back in the game. He knows that I have Evo Bomber, and that's going to kill the Goblin Barrel, so he's a little bit scared. But if I use the Evo Bomber on the Knight, maybe we can get damage. Is that worth it? I guess we'll find out. Mess around and find out. Yo, tornado freeze. As long as I don't miss the freeze like I did earlier, we win. Let's get it. Unbelievable victory. And if you guys are wondering, even if you're playing Cannoneer with no spell other than Tornado, you can still beat a Goblin Barrel spam deck. You just have to do what I was doing to counter the Goblin Barrels, because the Cannoneer one-shots a Goblin, and then if you block the other two Goblins with like an Electro Spirit and a Bomber, they're not going to get any damage, especially if you activate King Tower. And a bunch of people are Evolved Bomber doubters, including myself before this game. Man, the top player that's played an Evolved Bomber in this deck has got it right. It comes up clutch when you wouldn't be able to take the tower in any other way. Also, guys, y'all let me know down below in the comment section, what evolution are you waiting for? The Evolved Knight was one of my favorite ones at the start, and I really like Archers too. I liked some of the starting ones, and then as they started to ramp up, I didn't necessarily love the Evolved Mega Knight. I don't like the fact that it like derply knocks things back. It's really frustrating to play against. I also don't really love like Evolved Ice Spirit because it's not that impactful of a card. But I would love to see an Evolved Baby Dragon. I think that'd be fun. I also don't want to see more ranged cards like Bomber or maybe like, as much as I hate to say it, I think they would mess up Evolved Magic Archer and they would just make it too OP like the Firecracker was and the Evolved Bomber was. So I don't know. I don't think we can trust them with the Evolved Magic Archer if they do it, even though it's my favorite card in Clash Royale. So, oh man, that Lumberjack was on a one-way journey to nowhere. It might allow us to rage up this balloon and get some damage, but I don't think it's gonna. I don't think we're gonna get that much damage. Unless he's cooked. Does he not have anything? Is this just the Royal Recruits deck that has literally no anti-air defense besides like Spear Goblins? Sure, dude. I mean, if you want to play that deck, go for it. That's the other brilliant thing about this deck. If you're playing Lumberjack Balloon, sometimes there's just matchups that you get free wins because they don't have anti-air defense. They're like, I'll beat everything else in the game besides Balloon. And then they take their fat loss every time. This is one of those players. So it might be satisfying for you guys to watch this. You can, get some food, relax a little bit, and enjoy the experience of watching Royal Recruits and some of the more skillless decks in Clash Royale get annihilated. So I'm going to Tornado here so then the Baby Dragon is able to belch on top of the Firecracker. And I want to see if he goes in for more spam like wall breakers. And he does. Kind of to be expected. Sometimes the Firecracker is like something that you'd be like, oh, it's going to one-shot. And it doesn't. It does not one-shot bombers. So that's a cool interaction. If you don't know, now you know. So you can activate King Tower and keep your bomber alive against Firecrackers. It's really important to know that. Otherwise, you'd be losing against Royal Recruits and Firecracker spammed at the bridge. Because, you'd be like, oh, I super need to cycle more stuff because my bomber is not going to stand the test of time. But you're fine. Also, because I can just use Tornado on multiple things at once, I don't need to like pull into the King Tower. I can eat a little bit of damage if it gets a hit. It's not going to lose me the game or anything like that. My tower's at 1,800, so I have a lot to work with. And with the King Tower, I can also comfortably finish off these recruits. I'm going to go for another Baby Dragon here. I think we probably are going to get a good freeze when he spams a ton on the right. Oh my gosh. Bro spammed more than a ton. He dropped his entire bank account on me. And the rage is going to spill as well. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I was just playing tower defense until I could go in for one more balloon freeze. I don't even think I have to freeze. Okay. I'll freeze on defense. Just for the flex. He thinks his hog's going to get a hit. Not today, Satan. Tell me that my troll level wasn't over 10,000 and you'd be lying. Mr. Sack thought I sacked my tower, but in the end, he probably was raging at his phone, smacking it with his hog hammer. Because he certainly didn't smack the tower. A British firm. Well, if I had Tornado, I'd have a firm position in this game, but unfortunately we don't. So I have to go in for a knight and a bomber. 5 elixir spent to counter a royal ghost to get to that knight. And I guess we can maybe go in for like a lumberjack or something. Also, Prince somehow dodged the nerf hammer, man. I gotta be real with you guys. Boss Bandit counters Prince. Guards counter Prince. Those are the best cards in the game right now. So, of course, Prince is not going to be like the most popular card or the highest win rate. But wow, when you don't have Guards or Boss Bandit in your deck, it can sometimes be a problem. Luckily for us, since we have Electro Spirit and the ability to have voice cracks and, you know, maybe choke in real life but not choke in games, we have ways of winning. So not the worst thing in the world. I'm going to cycle a bomber here. I think that that's going to be our best option because we can go for a knight afterward and retain our Electro Spirit. Since I've seen Witch, I don't trust this man. I can't use the Electro Spirit to stop the Dark Prince. I need to use that to chain onto all of his cards instead. So even if a card would be good in a certain situation, it might not be its best use case. So like for instance, it might be really good to log a Dark Goblin, but if you're playing against log bait, you can't necessarily do that and get away with it every time. So you always have to think, is this the best utilization of my card? So the Electro Spirit on the Dark Prince might feel good for y'all, but don't do that if you need to clean up a witch or something. All right, we're going to go in for a knight here. I don't think we're going to be able to kill the Valkyrie, but as long as we pull the Prince last possible second, we should be okay against the Prince. Nah, man, it still kills it. How did it still kill the Evolved Knight on my side of the arena? What the heck? I ate Valkyrie damage too for that. That's insane. I really am not a Prince fan. I'm going to say it. I'm going to come out and say it. I hate playing against that card. All right. We're going to get a knight down last second. He's going to have arrows for the Evil Bomber. Dang. This might be one of the worst matchups we got all day. Usually the matchups are fun, crazy, whatever. This is bad. This is just straight up bad. Holy heck. He is nonchalantly dropping all of his cards at the bridge with zero care in the world. He's trying to make my world a prison. And I can't leave my side of the arena. Okay, I could potentially go into that, but I don't want to. Just want to wait for the best opportunity possible. Sometimes when you get bad matchups, you can still win with Balloon Freeze. You just have to wait for a really good opportunity to go in after the opponent spends too much elixir. And that's what we're going to be doing here. I'm going to go Lumberjack. Unfortunately, the Witch is going to spawn a lot of skeletons and also have great splash damage. I could also freeze on defense. Coulda, woulda. But I'm just hoping he like overcommits. So I want to use the Evolved Knight and the freeze on defense together. So, you know what? Watch me cook, guys. Watch me cook. I'm going to Lumberjack Balloon right side. I'm going to kill all of his cards with this Lumberjack. And no, I have to use Electro Spirit here. Oh, come on, man. Give me a little bit of love. Let me catch a break. All right. So Lumberjack might even die on my side of the arena. Okay, thank goodness it didn't. Wait. I just lose that. I can't even kill the Prince. How? Oh, no, I killed the Prince. We're alive. What's happening right now? All right. Did he literally have no anti-air response besides the balloon counter of minions and witch? Is that it? Is the game just over? It's the most anticlimactic way of winning a Clash Royale match that I've ever had in my life. That was the one push wonder that I'm always going to be wondering how the heck that happened. But be patient with Balloon Freeze. Get your opportunity when your opponent doesn't have a good response. Freeze their units and win the game. It's as simple as that. But I still don't know how the Prince didn't kill me on the left side. I was talking how good it was, and it's like, Jake, not only am I good looking, but pretty good at taking towers too. Oh, I saw my life flash before my very eyes. Luckily, we bounced through with the balloon and didn't get everything popped. And give me your honest feedback in the comment section. Do you think that Prince deserves a nerf, or do you think I'm coping pretty hard? Personally, I think it's one of the best cards in the game, easily top 5 cards in Clash. Balloon, bash the like button, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.